Good morning, Panthers. I'm Isaac Dudley.
And I'm Ian Parra.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First up, we have some announcements.
All students need to respect the bulletin boards in the area. Please do not put notes or comments regarding the content on the boards. If you are concerned about any of the content, please go to the office to express your concerns.
Seniors, your FAFSA applications are due March 2nd. If you have any questions about the process, go to the old admin building for help.
Yearbook is having the final yearbook sale of the year. This is your last chance to get one. They are $70 each, and they will be on sale until February 14th.
As we all know, Pennies for Patients is currently going on. If you wish to donate, go ahead and put paper money in other classes' boxes to lower their point total, and put change in your class's box to raise your point total.
CSF forms need to be turned in as soon as possible. Please talk to Ms. Chung if you have any questions.
We'll be selling hot chocolate and donuts this Friday, the 17th, in the area from 7:30 to 7:55. If you want to support journalism, feel free to show up. And now we have the pun of the week.
So, Isaac, have you ever tried to eat a clock?
No?
Well, it's really time-consuming. And now we send you to one of our news segments, A Day in the Life, featuring the academic decathlon team.
Saturday's competition, we pour, 6 months of preparation into one day. And so there's a lot of pressure on the team right now.
Words cannot describe how anxious I am. You know, I thought I'd be feeling anxious, especially last week. I figured going into it with the judges and everything that I'd be nervous, I'd have butterflies, but I really, that didn't happen, and it hasn't happened yet, and I don't really expect it to. When you prepare as much as we have, you kind of don't get to feel anxious.
You have to cope with the stress of study and pressure that you have to study more. It's the only way you can really cope with it.
Well, we've gone over hundreds of pages of curriculum and studied I don't even know how many hours.
It's countless. The number of hours just keeps adding up, and you lose it within the first month because you're spending so much time in the curriculum.
Generally, I set aside large amounts of time in order to study for academic decathlon, and actually these past few weeks I've been doing a lot of my class assignments about a week in advance, so that I would be able to have more time to just sit down and just straight up study the curriculum for hours on end.
We've prepared a lot. It's mostly due to our leaders, though, that we've gone so far.
As a group to prepare, we've done after-school study sessions, we've done practice tests, studied the curriculum for 6 months straight.
The Super Quiz is a set of questions that each of the 3 divisions go up to the front of the audience, and we go head-to-head with each of the other schools. We collaborate with our own teammates, and then we each individually given an answer. After our answers have been counted up for each division, the top 2 scores from each division for each team are taken into account to the team's final score.
How do I feel this year's team's going to do? That's a big question, and my answer right now is I don't know. Have they worked hard? Yes. Have they looked at the curriculum for a long time? Yes. But the important thing is not what we do in practice, is what we're going to do on Saturday. And so I guess the answer to that is stay tuned Saturday, and we'll see what we do. I guess we'll know at about 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. So the answer to your question, how are we going to do? We'll find out.
I'm pretty excited about our team. I saw our scores from last week where we started the day in first place, and this is always our big event of the year. We're really proud of all the kids who put in the time and really make some sacrifices and represent our school well. So I'm very excited about the Super Quiz and seeing the medals. So good luck to all of the decathletes.
It's nice to have the support of a lot of the students that are here, and faculty are here, and so that's pretty cool. So I really do appreciate the support, and hopefully you'll see something in Super Quiz that will be awesome.
$1,000 scholarship. Macy K. Lemoore Middle College High School.
In a competition like Saturday, the only thing running through your head is how anything can go. There's only one way, and it should be the way we want it, and it's a win. And I think I can say we took that home with a huge cleanup on Saturday.
Yeah, toward the end, you kind of get a little, I'm kind of done with this subject, I don't want to do it anymore, but we kept going, and it took a lot of our strength, our mental strength, and it was just so exhausting.
You know, the previous team was absolutely phenomenal. Zach and Allie were leagues ahead of what we could do, but we still took home the win. We did what we can do, and that's really all that we could do, you know? As long as we finished the day with no regrets, then that's all we could do.
It is definitely intimidating, being that they were 50,000, and we're like, we either have to get close to that or try and break it. So I would say it was very intimidating, but I felt that as a team we did very well.
I feel like there's just this reassuring sense because we've been working really, really hard, and I know that that work has to pay off in some kind of sense. And so there is some reassurance. I know this year I had my doubts.
It was awful, but it took a lot of my time. Mr. Tong actually made a comment earlier, and he said that I probably spent more time in the academic curriculum than in all my other classes combined, and that was definitely true.
I'd say we've prepared and studied the hardest, and we made a huge effort to do it, but I think everyone stood an equal chance. And I'd say that there was a lot of competition there, but in the end we took it, and that's what really mattered.
You get to spend a lot of time outside with, you know, the students on the team and with Tong. I would like to think that I never really knew Tong until I got into Acadec, because I got to see a kind of new side of him. He was very motivated and crazy and an old agent.
This is on camera. It's on camera.
Now you guys just got to know him a bit better too.
So this is actually my first year having Mr. Tong. I had Mr. Meehan for Math 1 and Math 2. Coming in, though, he was, at first I thought, was wondering how he was able to be so casual with so many of his students, how he was so, how can I put this delicately, so friendly with them, friendly. And then as time went on through academic decathlon, I realized that he just spent so much time with us. We had 5 to 8 every day for the last week leading up to competition, and then we had an entire Wednesday where we were together, and he got everybody's phone numbers, and I thought at first that it was just going to be a very student-teacher relationship, but then, you know, when I'm sending him memes late at night, when we have a book of Tongunisms all put together, it really just kind of goes to show how much time the coaches spend with the teams.
Yeah, I remember when my sister had him for her 8th grade year when she came here to the college. She was like, I have a crazy math teacher, and I wanted to know who the crazy math teacher was. And when I came here sophomore year, I really wanted to be in his class, and I got to be in his class. And then I learned what a crazy math teacher he was. But then as I got to know him as an academic instructor, then I realized that he's a very great motivator, and he pushes all of his students to do their best, especially when it comes to academic decathlon.
Yeah, it's a privilege to work with students. Academic decathlon is kind of a separate endeavor, so it's different in that, and we spend a lot of time together outside of class. But after Saturday and the payoff, it's all good. I can't be any more pleased with the group that we have this year. It's been awesome.
Yeah, you know, I really want to say to anyone thinking about joining Acadec, you absolutely should. Don't think for a second that you can't make the team. I was told by everyone I asked that I could never make the team, and then here I am today. And don't be intimidated by it. Don't think that you're gonna go in and you're gonna be the black sheep. There's such a huge sense of camaraderie. I've made very, very close friends. You know, just the shared experience of it alone is worth doing.
it really changes your perspective on things, and it really helps with your public speaking skills, your study skills, your relationship with Tong.
Outside of school, it's definitely helped me with study and how I can improve that. Test taking skills have been massively improved. And I think my relationship with my classmates and the team has also been a lot better.
Academic decathlon, for the past 3 weeks anyway, is the reason why I get up to come to work. The math classes are all good, and that's fine. But to me, the fun part of school comes when you're working with a group of students. We all share the same goal. We want to be good. We want to be champions. And that's the reason why I got up in the morning. Mrs. Bankston, she's been wonderful, supportive. She really cares about what these students are going through. So yeah, Acadec is huge for me here.